Hello, my friend. Are you ready to have more clients? I'm your host, Debbie Shadid. I am a master at building businesses. I can help you get more clients with super simple strategies. Plus, I can help you with a mindset so you can overcome the drama and the doubt. So let's get started. Welcome to the Women's Business Success Show. I'm so excited. This month, as you guys know, I am featuring coaches that I work with. And today I want to introduce you to Lesley. I'm going to have her tell a little bit about her business. We're going to be talking about what brought her to life coaching and how we work together. But I want to tell you that Lesley and I met almost a year ago in a mastermind. It's been about 12 months ago. And I feel like I really connected with her instantly. I think we had different things going on, but sort of similar things going on. So anyway, she's been working with me on and off for the last year. And I'm so excited for the business development and growth that she's had. So anyway, Lesley, introduce yourself first.
And well, thank you for having me. So I am Lesley Micale, and I am a business belief coach. So it's kind of evolved. This is a recent kind of transition in my business. I was always coaching women. Well, I started as a general life coach, and then I transitioned into helping women have less anxiety and more confidence, and recently have transitioned into business coaching. And it's because I just kind of naturally got a couple of business clients, and I just fell in love with that coaching. And so that's where I am now.
Okay, so tell me, let's back up and tell me what brought you to life coaching to begin with.
So I was working, I want to say this was about 4 years ago. I was working at the post office delivering mail, and I was so unhappy in my life. It was awful. And I was working a ton of hours, and I was super broke. And I knew that there was nothing I could do. I couldn't work more hours to make more money. So I knew I had to do something different. And so I would listen to podcasts in my truck when I was delivering mail, because I've always been obsessed with personal development. And so somebody had mentioned like selling houses and being in real estate. And I thought, okay, yeah, maybe I could do that. You could make a lot of money doing that. And so I started listening to these podcasts about how to be like a really good real estate agent. And it kind of dawned on me one day that I was listening to life coaches who were coaching real estate agents. And I thought, oh my God, I love personal development. I wonder if I could be a life coach. And so I just typed into the podcast app, how to be a life coach. And the Life Coach School podcast popped up, and I was obsessed. And so I started like applying those tools to my life. And about a year later, it had made such a difference in my life that I was like, I'm going all in. I'm going to be a life coach and help other people. And I'm going to hire my own life coach so I can have even faster growth. And so that's the rest is history.
I should have told this in the beginning of the podcast, but you guys, Lesley is a really good coach. And I really mean that. That was one of the things when we met last year. I feel like you were a standout. We were in a mastermind together, kind of a high level mastermind. I feel like Lesley was really the standout coach, very intuitive, really good at holding the space, and really great at asking questions, which is really what a life coach does, right? They really guide you into finding the answers, and you do that really well.
Oh, thank you so much. That feels so good to hear that.
All right. So you listen to the Life Coach School podcast, which I think practically everybody here knows the Life Coach School podcast and has probably also binge listened to those. But you made that path. You decided to become a life coach. And then talk to me about who you were coaching initially. I know you said general life coach, but kind of what happened there?
I started coaching for free because I wanted to get the experience. So anybody who wanted coaching, I would coach them. So I coached people on cutting back on alcohol. I coached people on weight loss. I coached people that were in multi-level marketing. And through the process of like starting my own business and building it and working on it, and coaching other people, this wasn't the reason that I went into coaching, but it became a byproduct of it by using the tools. Is my anxiety went down so much. I completely eliminated my panic attacks, and my confidence I just had gained so much confidence. I could see the way I was showing up differently in the world between when I was insecure and highly anxious to when I was like calm and confident. And it was like I was two different people, and I wanted like everybody in the world to feel what it feels like to feel just good in your life. And so I niched down into helping women in that area. So
I want to talk about that for a minute, because when Lesley and I started working together, like many life coaches, the idea out there is that you should be a general life coach and do private coaching until you make $100,000. Would you say that's kind of what you understood too, or thought?
oh yeah. Yep.
Yes. And when we started working together, I said, well, here's the thing is that I think that if you you can be a general life coach because you had a lot of resistance to picking a niche. And it's like, just let's look at the things that you mostly are coaching on under the general life coach umbrella. What are people coming to you for? And as it turned out, it was anxiety, confidence, it was actually some very common themes that you found that people were coming to you for.
Yes. Boundaries, perfectionism, all those things. Yep.
And just for you guys listening, the reason why I wanted her to sort of figure that out is that it's much easier to market your business. It's much easier for me to help you to market your business if we know what you're going to say, who you're going to help, what the problem is you're solving, what the transformation is that they're going to have when they work with you. Did you find that that was a big change when you had that a little bit narrower focus?
Yeah, it's funny too, because you think, oh, I'm going to have less things to talk about, but you actually end up having more ideas and more inspiration and more content when you have it just focus down on some specific things.
So what happened to your business when you got more focused? Would you say that people have the idea, I should say, that if I niche down, there's going to be people who want to work with me and they won't because now I'm excluding them. Did that happen for you?
No, I still had people come to me for just all sorts of things, really. And I had people come to me for the niche anxiety and confidence. Yeah.
So tell me how that evolved into business belief coaching. How did it go from anxiety and confidence to this today in the role that you play, which I think is brilliant, but how did that happen? Where did that come from?
So I think part of it was something that was happening in my own mind, because you say like that as a great coach, but this is where I was always so worried that I wasn't a good enough coach. This was the story I always told. I'm not good enough. And so when that finally clicked, when I finally was like, oh, wait a minute, I am actually a pretty good coach. And I finally had belief in myself. That is when things really changed for me. So it was a combination of that happening. I could really see that piece was the missing part for me. And secondly, I just had attracted, even though I was an anxiety and confidence coach, I had attracted 3 life coaches who wanted coaching from me. And I was coaching them on their business. And it was essentially the same thing. I was coaching them on a social anxiety, and I was coaching them on their confidence and their belief in their business. And I just I fell in love with that kind of coaching. I think it is so much fun to coach people on their business. And so it just felt like a natural transition for me.
So when you say coach on business, just so we're a little bit clear on this, this is the business mindset part of it, not the how-to part of it.
Correct. Yes.
And so the women that came to you for coaching, were they all life coaches, or could you help anybody that's a coach?
I think that I could help anybody in business. Yes. They just happen to be life coaches.
Oh, yeah. Any business. You could help any kind of business because everybody...
I think it's all mindset. I mean, not all mindset. But I think that it's the same mindset you would use starting a life coaching business as you would use to just another business. Like
you were talking about network marketing and those kind of things. If you're a solopreneur, particularly, I think that's the thing is, when you run a business by yourself, I think everybody needs a coach, particularly for that, because by yourself, I don't know, I guess you can figure it all out on your own. And we've both done that. And lots of people do that. But definitely, I think there's some value in talking to somebody else about what you have in your head, like putting all the cards on the table and letting somebody else help you sort them out.
Oh, yeah. I would agree with that 100%. I don't think you need a business coach necessarily, because people have been successful without them. But when you do that, when you put it on the table and you talk about it out loud with another person, they are able to show you things that you probably wouldn't have seen for a year down the road. And so it's just much quicker. So I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't want to have a business coach.
Yeah, I think you guys really, for those of you who have not done this, who haven't found a business coach, and, I'm the how-to part of the business. I'm the marketing, the getting your words right, figuring out your offer, all that. Lesley's talking about the mindset part of it. But I think that there's this hesitation of like, I got certified and I should know what to do now. And I think there's a whole nother aspect. You might be able to coach your peers and your friends, but the belief in yourself about being a good enough coach, being able to coach anyone on anything, being able to talk about marketing, being able to quote your offer, all of that just turns into a whole new level of things that people don't expect when they get certified.
Yeah. The minute you like ask for money from somebody, so many people, so many coaches are like, that's like the turning point where they're like, oh no, I can coach for free, I think. But like, am I good enough to ask somebody for money?
Yeah. And you guys, if you get that worked out, that's a game changer. And I don't know, some of that just takes practice and some of it takes somebody pointing out to you, the coaching part, pointing out to you what's really going on for you so you can see it for yourself.
Yes. Yeah. And you say that you're the how-to. I think you do some mindset coaching too, though. You do both. You have like you run the whole gamut. You have like, you're like the Cliff Notes of business. Like any question I have, I could ask you and you'd have the answer. But you also coach me on my mindset too.
Well, now that's interesting because would not have thought of that. What I mostly coach Lesley on, for those of you listening, and this would be for anybody that would come work with me, is to figure out, refine. I help everybody refine their niche so we can get the words right that people will connect with, so that when you go sell your coaching to somebody and you say, I'm a business belief coach, which is super clear. If you guys need help with the belief in your business about whether you're a good coach, whether you can put yourself out there, in front of people, whether you can stand the rejection of a no, whether you can stand failure, all those things, that's business belief. And when Lesley gets clear on that, then I can really help her make her marketing even better.
Yeah, that is your zone of genius for sure.
Well, so tell people about kind of what you do in your business, where people can find you, how this is all going to work, how they can improve their business belief. I'm going to keep saying.
As far as social media, I show up on Instagram and Facebook, and on both places, it's the same, just my name, first name and last name, which is also the same as my website. So it's Lesley, Lesley, and my last name is Micale, and that's Micale.
Okay. So who should come and see you? Like, where are they at right now in their business? They're sitting at home and they're thinking, what?
They really want to have a successful business. They've either already started their business, but there's so much doubt they're having. They're finding themselves starting and stopping and not being consistent, or they really want to start their business and they just have not been able to kind of get past that initial fear to make the first move.
So that's like the putting yourself out there for the first time.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
It can be scary.
Letting people know.
So worth it though.
Yeah, I guess the thing is on that, most people are a little bit worried about what people are going to say or think. Is that the case? Like, what are people going to say when I'm a life coach?
Right. The concern about other people's opinions of you.
Yeah. I'm curious, what opinions did people have about you when you said you were a life coach? Just for fun. Tell me.
I have no idea, but I thought for sure. Oh, actually, I take that back. I did have one person say something to me, and it was, life coaching is such a joke, but this was an ex. So you got to consider the source, but I don't know what other people thought of me. I will tell you that what I thought they were thinking was, are you kidding me? You're going to be a life coach? That's what I was for sure thought that they were thinking in the beginning. But now I don't even care what other people think, because I'm so certain in my coaching and life coaching in general that if somebody ever had an opinion about it, my thought is literally they just don't understand, which is fine. They don't have to understand.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. You guys, that is the belief that changes. And I'll just tell you, just even in the last year I've known Lesley, talk about deepening your belief in your ability to be a really great coach, because she already was a great coach, but now for sure she believes it. And it really shows up in just in your general energy and the way that you're showing up on social media and all of those places. So if you are a coach out there right now and you are taking way too long to get your business built, if you have been certified and you are still doing all kinds of peer coaching, if you are looking to take another class, another course, another, like, I need to learn one more thing, if you are spending your time writing lots of notes all over the place, you've got notebooks and ideas and ideas and ideas and ideas, but you are not putting them into action, there's two things that are going on. One, maybe you're just not sure about the next step and you need to get somebody to clear that up for you, which is a mindset thing too. But probably it's this belief thing. You're just not getting, you need somebody to really, gosh, I don't know, get in there and dig out what the truth is underneath all of this. I need to learn one more thing, because that's really what it is, right? It's belief.
Absolutely. Yep. But no doubt, belief is the answer to all of those.
You guys, you have so much to offer. So many people, I really believe, need the coaching exactly that you have. You know, if you've had a transformation and you know that life coaching helped you, I know that you can help somebody else. So all this waiting on the sidelines, all this waiting to get it perfect, all this waiting to look good, to sound good, to get it all right, really get your belief fixed about this so that you can go out and, gosh, make a difference to people. The ripple effect of what you can do in your business, what Lesley can do in her business, what all the coaches listening can do in their business. Once they've put themselves out there, this is how the world gets changed.
Yes. Yes.
It's
oh my
so
God, I get chills.
It really is. It's so exciting to think about the impact that we all can have just on generations, just like the change that you have with your kids who will eventually change, you know, if they have children, just changing generations of people. And I know that's really ultimately what we all want, is the world to be a better place. So anyway, well, all right, Lesley. So I will link in the show notes Lesley's website. Also, I know that she has got a really great deal on her coaching package right now. If you need to change your business beliefs, you need to talk to Lesley. And of course, she's got some great freebies. And also, you guys, on Facebook, on her business page, each Friday, she does Facebook Live where she does some teaching and really helping you understand maybe kind of where the gap is in your mindset. Is that right, Lesley?
Yep. And I offer free coaching on those lives as well.
Free coaching. All right. There you go, you guys. Well, okay. I will see you when I see you. You guys, thanks so much. I want to ask one more favor if you're listening, and that is that if you would stop and go to iTunes and leave a review for this podcast. It would mean so much to me. You guys have heard it before, but when you leave reviews on podcasts, it helps those reviews be found by other people. So thanks for doing that in advance. You guys have an amazing day. And Lesley, I will see you very soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, my friends, are you ready to get more clients? Let's go do it. Have an amazing week. And if you guys want that business assessment, I want to help you with your business. DebbieShadid.com/let's chat, LETSCHAT for a free business assessment. Until next time, bye-bye.